Good afternoon. George Cavaligos for HFT Bonds. Well, Friday, like last Friday, not a great day to trade where the market just ground higher all day like last Friday. We have had some pullbacks. There was one this morning right as I was getting in, and I missed that trade. And then we had the run up to the fib retracements. So the 38% fib retracements were at 132.21 and what was it, 148.06 in the bonds, and it stopped, fairly close to those levels. We should have put a small short on against there. Didn't do that trade either. Having trouble today with pulling trigger, obviously, so I'm leaving early. Wife's home sick with the flu, and I gotta go and make her some chicken soup, actually. So, what are we looking for now? Like I said earlier in the, I think in the email or in the chat, I figure like last week we saw the market grind higher on Friday, and then I trying to remember exactly, but I don't know if it was Sunday night or Monday morning, the market turned around and reversed and went back down again. And I think it was a pretty big down day on Monday. So just as like a little bit of a hedge, instead of being loaded up with some short positions here, want to buy a little bit of TBT, TBF. I think that's a kind of lower risk way to have a little bit of a short position on going through the weekend. Monday's a half day too. A lot of strange things can happen on these holidays. We also have a big cycle turn date tomorrow. I think it's one of the major cycle turn dates for the year. And you give those things, obviously if it falls on a Saturday, you got to give it a little bit of room, a couple days either side. But again, with the holiday market, Monday is a half day for all the markets. No markets on Tuesday. Wednesday will be pretty lean too. I'll be back on Thursday. Actually, I'll probably be back late Wednesday, and I'll take a look at the markets and throw up some stuff if I see anything Wednesday night through the email or the Twitter. So guys, have a Merry Christmas. Keep an eye. If we do go a little bit higher here, this fiscal cliff headline risk is out there. And we've done, if you look at a short-term chart on this rally, we've had these big spikes up and then sort of slow grind down, big spike up, grind down, big spike up. It looks like you've done 7 waves up. Corrective moves will go 5, 7, 9. So we could see another spike higher. It could be a breakout. I'm not betting on any breakouts here. What I'm looking at is if we do go a little bit higher, the 50% retracements, 147.19 on the bonds and 132. Oh, that's not right. Sorry. 50% retracements are 148.06. I think I said earlier 148.06 was the 382. That was incorrect. 147.19 was the 382. 148.06 on the bonds is 50% retracement, and 132.29 on the 10-year. I think if it gets up to those levels, that would be your 9 waves up. I would take a shot on the short side against those levels, fairly tight stops. The whole 28 plus to 29 plus area on the 10-year is big. There's previous 4th wave levels up there, and 148.06, 148.08 is a big volume area too on the bond levels. So I'd take a shot maybe up against that area too on a short side if we get up there. On the downside, what you want to watch is we're flagging higher is the uptrend lines. 132.03, if you break that on an hourly basis, is an hourly breakout, and you want to be short because we're going to test the lows there. 146.18 on the breakout on the downside in the bonds. You might even want to leave some sell stops just below those levels. I think if we take those levels out, the market's going to have some problems, and we're probably going to go and look at the old lows at that point. So those are my signals, what I'm looking for. Levels to sell against on a higher basis. Breakouts on the downside. I did buy a little bit of TBF here just now. It's trading 29.15. It's funny. That's where I sold them earlier this week. So bought them back, I guess, at the same price I sold them. But I think it's a good way, even if we do get a little bit more upside in the bonds and notes. TBF and TBT, I don't think are going to go down a whole lot from here. The perfect spot, I'm looking at TBF right now, was the big spike up from last Monday. It comes in right around 28.90. That'd be the perfect spot to get long that again. So that's the plan. Have a great, safe, Merry Christmas, guys. And I'll be back next Thursday. Be careful. Remember, it's holiday markets. Even today we saw the bids and offers a lot less. Volumes, after last night's scare, I think are going to be kind of on the light side. So be careful. Small positions, tight stops. Have a great Christmas. I'll see you on Thursday.